Hello everyone, it's Adirish75, back for another guide, and this time it's on another American tank, shockingly, but it's on my favorite tank in the game, and it is the T26E4 Super Pershing. So, in my opinion, before y'all start asking me, is it good, is it bad? It is a very good tank if played correctly. It has a very troll turret armor, but very, very strong hull armor. Well, frontal hull. Don't count on the sides. Just literally just never count on it, especially the rear. I think I've only bounced, like, out of all my battles in this thing, like, let me check. Yeah, out of all 1,000 battles, almost 1,100, I think I've only bounced about 5 shells off the butt of my tank. And the thing that makes this armor profile so strong is the spaced armor. So the frontal plate has spaced armor, the turret has spaced armor, but the only weakness is the roof of the turret, like right above the gun mantlet, you see. The roof of that thing is weak, so basically anyone can basically pin it, especially tier 8s. Maybe tier 7s might have to load some premium. So yeah. You can get this tank anytime, anywhere. And here, in this store in tanks, is 7,200 gold. I actually got mine free because I got it out of this thing right here. So yeah. And if you do see, since I'm going to be playing 2 matches for y'all today, I do run separate camouflages for, like, realistic mode if I was to play this thing. And that was a long time ago, too. The stats on this thing, the gun is not as bad as what people think it is. It's, the aiming time, yes, it's bad, 4.1 seconds. I wouldn't say it's bad. But the dispersion isn't the worst. Like, it's decent. The DPM is decent. The reload time is good. The penetration is still good. And the alpha is average. And the penetration, you'll be perfectly fine. You'll probably have no problems penetrating. If you have trouble penetrating into armor piercing, just load the premium. 10 degrees of gun depression. So you can hold down in this thing. Just make sure you're wiggling your turret, poking up and down. And some good gun elevation. The mobility on this thing, though, is what lacks. 29. You have a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour with an average speed of 29 kilometers an hour, which is not the best, but it makes up, like I said, in the armor department. This thing, in my opinion, should be a heavy tank. All they need to do is just give it some more alpha, give it a bit more turret armor, and maybe a little bit more hull armor, and you basically got yourself an American tier 8 heavy. I feel like if they were, that's why I call it a heavium, because it has the armor of a heavy, but everything else is like a medium. What I run, though, in the camouflage on this thing, view range isn't bad too. Yeah, concealment not the best. And always play front lines. So what I run for is the multi-purpose restoration pack, the repair kit, and the adrenaline. But since it has such bad mobility, I run 2 of these. I run the improved fuel, standard fuel in case of cola, 26 armor piercing rounds, and or AP rounds, 18 APCR rounds, and 10 HE. And don't call me broke because I'm low on credits. I bought a tank or 2. And for my equipment, I run the adrenaline to improve my reload and DPM a bit. I run this, the enhanced gun lane drive, to improve my aiming time. And secondly, this thing's like almost completely useless. And this thing to improve my aiming time more because I'm worried about the dispersion values. More of the aiming time. I use this, the defense system, unless I'm in mad games or uprising or gravity mode. because like otherwise I ain't gonna be ramming in this thing unless I'm in a Dracula. I run the armor. I have used enhanced armor to make it harder for them to bend over for my turret and the lower plate on the tank. Lower plate though, I'm gonna say this: the lower plate on this thing is strong. But the only way, you just can't shoot heat at this thing. Never, ever, ever shoot heat at this tank. Always armor piercing and AP and APCR. So that's why I run this, to make it harder for AP and APCR rounds to go through. And then I run the toolbox because, well, this thing's actually useless. I use the view range because, well, I'm not going to be camping. I use this to improve my mobility a bit more and all around. And I use this so I can repair my tracks more often if needed because, well, I'm basically a heavy tank, so I'm going to get tracked a lot. So I'm going to be doing some live gameplay for you all. And if you see that's only supremacy, that's because, well, challenges. Yay me. So do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do think it's worth it. And the way you just need to take it out is shoot the roof of it. If it's hold down, or load APCR to penetrate the lower plate if you're in a tier 8, like maybe a Chimera. So let's get into the battles. Oh, immediately, and we got Yukon. Depending on how bad we do this game, I might do a third game for you all. So, yeah. Let's see the lineup. How many meters? Type 61, that's it. What's our light? So we have a pretty heavy lineup. So let's see, left or right. Okay, guess we're going right. So yeah, just going up hills, it's just an absolute nightmare in this thing. Oh, they're already at B, so we need to cap C quickly. Yeah, 301, you get it going. But for a heavy, if this thing was a heavy tank though, it would have a decent mobility. It would have a good mobility for a heavy, but since it's classified as a medium, it's classified as slow, which I think is just wrong to call this tank because it's truly, at heart, a heavy tank. Oh. Yeah, see, aiming time the accuracy is not that bad. See, it's not blooming that much. Ooh, that was nasty. That wasn't a bad HE on. See, like, where did he shoot me at? Yeah, he shot the spaced armor turret part. Probably was aiming for the roof. No, I did not want. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to try to ignore him. This game's probably a loss. I'm not the biggest fan of this map in this tank. Yeah, but either way, though, you did see I bounced a tank that has amazing penetration. Just wiggle that turret. Yes, that's what you have to do, though, when you're, like, basically hold down. Like, move your gun mantlet up and your gun upwards. Way it's harder for them to pen. Is that RHM still busy? So I'm going to need to load. Nice shot from him. Ooh, he had to resort to HE because he couldn't penetrate. My lower plates just gotten completely annihilated. So this is how you basically are going to end up playing all hold down scenarios. See, another round right next to gun. Ooh, this is probably it for me. Yeah. So, that was the first game, and I'm probably going to end up playing the second one. And we managed to win this game. Impressive. I did not do the best. Yukon is not the best map for this tank. I still did my job, though. I did show you all how to hold down it, at least. So, the Waffle on our team did good. I'm going to praise him. What did he get? Second class. Better than me. So, either way, yes, I do that to get my crew levels up. Let's just run it again. Um, ooh. This is also not my favorite map in this tank. Left. Now, what I'm going to say is, so while we're moving to our position, on this map I have to play hold down. I can't really side scrape or anything in this tank. The Super Pershing was an actual tank, but there was only one Super Pershing sent to Europe and one Super Pershing. Yes. Yeah, I also need to say, tier 7s are going to struggle a lot to penetrate you. Like, it's almost impossible, especially for that poor bulldog. Like, he was not expecting to see me. But the side armor, never rely on side armor. And the heavies are over there. Ooh, that was unlucky. Ooh. Ooh. That's not good. Yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. See, like, this guy is struggling to pen. And if I... Wait. Oh, I got shot in the butt once by him. Turn the turret. Yeah, so my job now is, I'm probably going to die, though. It's basically to do the role of a mouse, which is to basically hold them off. Like, just look at the block damage just racking up. But yes, I know I'm backing up. But this is just to hold them off. That's the job in this tank. That's what you need to do. And wiggle. Always, always wiggle. Angle a little bit. Yes. Let's get rid of this RHM. Ooh, that was a bad shot by me. Yes. And I apparently can't penetrate this guy. Let's try to move this around and then shoot him once. So, oof. This is not turning out well for us, guys. Yeah. But you did see there, the armor on it, like, I bounced the RHM so many times. And that's basically, the Super Pershing can brawl. Like, it can brawl. It's in my opinion, tier for tier, it is the best brawling medium tank in the game, besides, of course, the T22, guys. I know that. It is the best brawling tank, tier for tier, besides the T22. So we are going to win this one somehow. Don't know what our Tiger 2 is doing. But we did our job, and the reason why we won that was because I was able to hold them off over here. See, like, I managed to hold them here. Like, by myself, I managed to hold them. And that meant my teammates could go over there, kill them, and then they could come over to where I was and finish them off for me. If I was to let them flank, we would have lost that game. So that's a perfect example. And don't expect to do much damage in this tank. Well, props to you, man. That guy did good. Just don't expect to get too much damage out, because your job is basically a mouse. Hold the line is your job. Always hold the line. That is literally everything about this tank. So, I'm going to do one more game for you all. So, let's see if I can manage to get... Okay, well, I'm done with this one. So, so this map is good for this thing, but it's also bad. Because I can either choose to hold down, which you know is not the strongest thing to do, and never side scrape in this thing. It's just best not to side scrape. So yeah, good. We're going this way, so way I can actually brawl, and I don't have to hold down. Now, the reason why I'm not going over to C is because if I hold down, then I'm going to be able to hold him as well. If I'm able to brawl, then that's what I'm going to choose. Now, don't say the penetration is bad on this thing, because it's not that bad. It's better than a lot of tanks. It's better than the Type 59, which is known to have actually good pen. I don't know why on earth. I think it's awful pen. Now, a little drive-by. Out of the way quickly. See, but once it has a slow acceleration, like it's pretty sluggish, but once you get it up to speed, it's not bad. Let's see what I can do here. Ooh. Where did that hit me? Ooh. One on the lower plate, one on the roof. Yeah, not fun at all. So I know I just said never side scrape. But if I'm at a really straight angle like this, yeah, they're gonna bounce. Now, this is not what I expected. And yeah, I know I said this both games I've played already for you all. This one's I'm almost guaranteeing this is a loss, guys. So yeah, this is gonna. Ooh, that I6 got deleted. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes, look at that block damage raking up. Just waving that gun back around. Just hold this tiger. See, he's literally struggling. Yeah, and we have a salty T34 on our team. But see, we were able to brawl against the Tiger too. Now, T34 was just not really doing the best and was not the nicest guy ever. This win rate's not that good either. But either way, though, I'm going to say worthy opponent. I'm going to give the I6 a thumbs up. Why not? So, see, I haven't gotten that much damage, but that's because I'm supposed to hold. And this tank is good. Now, yes, there is better